Hello friends, today we are going to deal with another topic, subtopics of teaching aptitude. Okay, it is the class 11 and today we are going to deal with the topic choice based credit system that we can see in our university level. So we have to today deal with the choice based credit system, what we call it as CBCS. Sometimes they will ask the full form of CBCS in the exam. So you should be aware about the full form of CBCS. Okay, it is a choice-based credit system. And we have other subtopic like features of choice-based credit system, types of choice-based credit system, and we also have to study the advantages as well as disadvantages of choice-based credit system. Okay, I think you are all ready for the classes. So listen to the class. Okay, and now we are going to deal with the first topic. Listen to the class carefully. That is choice-based credit system, CBCS. Okay, I am going to tell you about what is CBCS. Usually we can see it in the university level. Okay, for the higher education system that we have mentioned here, for the higher education system means it is not to the plus 2 classes, it is for the higher classes, degree classes. Usually we have choice based credit system. PG also we can have the CBCS form, and it is always student centered. Student centered means it is why this system is made is that it is made for the betterment of the students. Okay, so that is why this choice based credit system has brought out. And it is like the cafeteria like system. What is cafeteria? That is we are able to take what we like. Okay, so cafeteria like system is here, so the students get an opportunity to take their own choices. That is what we can see in the cafeteria like system. And there is a flexibility and open system. Flexibility means when you go through the other its features and all, you will get an idea why we call it as a flexible, because we are, even though we are taking some degrees, we are getting an opportunity to take other subjects which is not connected to these subjects. So we are getting a lot of flexibilities there. We can move from one college to the other college without any problems. Such flexibilities we can see in the choice based credit system. Okay, so that we can see in the choice based credit system. And interdisciplinary means more than one choices is there. That is, more choices are we can see in the choice based credit system, other than the earlier all these things we cannot find in the degree level. Understood? This choice based credit system bring a lot of changes to the degree level classes. So what all the changes is that it is mainly apt to the students. It is very student oriented, and it is very flexible. And interdisciplinary means we can take a lot of choices are there. Okay, more areas it's covering, so they are getting a different types of areas for the students to cover. So you have to keep these points in your memory about this choice based credit system. Okay, next is basic features. What are the basic features of choice based credit system? That is the semester. Semester means in 1 year you have 2 semesters. Okay, if it is a first year degree, you have 2 semesters. That is first semester and the second semester you have, and in the second year also you have 2 semesters. That is third semester and fourth semester. And for the third year you have the fifth semester as well as sixth semester. Understood? So the basic features is that the system has brought to the higher education system. So each semester should have at least 90 days. 90 days is needed for each semester. Understood? So semester we can have the how many days is needed? 90 days is needed for the each semester. Then credit, each course is credited. Each course is credited means we can take as our wish. Okay, each course is credited, that is we can see. And we next is we can see is the comprehensive continuous assessment. Comprehensive continuous assessment, this is the system that we can see up to the plus 2 level. It is already existed. Later only, now only this choice based credit system we can see that continuous means it is not stopping in the first year or second year. It is in the first year, second year and third year, and the 3 years they are continuously assessing a student. That is what we call is comprehensive continuous assessment. Okay, Is not stopping anywhere. It is continuously happening in the 3 years. So a student is growing up. How much a student is developing, that we can see in the process. Okay. Provision of transfer to other colleges. That is another best choice we can see here, is that the student is able to move from one college to another without any problem. Even though they can change their subject or their pool of the subject, electives and whatever thing it is, there is no problem for they can transfer from any colleges to any other colleges within the state or outside the state. Some formalities only they needed to do. Okay. Then allotment of grade, that is 10-point grade system brought out only in the CBCS, that is choice based credit system. Up to that the mark system existed. The mark system now it is not the only grade system is there. It is 10-point grade system. You have to keep that in mind. Okay. Counting to credit in credit system. Credit system, you know that the points is considered and then according to that only the grade is considered. And for hours are allotted for the basic features. We can see the hours are allotted for each area. That is, for lecture there is 1 hour, tutorial we can see 1 hour, practical work 1 hour, like this. Each day they have 1 hour is allotted for each work. Okay. So that we can see the throughout this system. So it is a very systematic way they have made a how many days is needed, how that is it is a continuous evaluation, and the students can transfer to any other colleges. 10-point grade system is there, and there is no need of the mark system is not existing there. Okay. And the hours also clearly mentioned how much time we have to give for lecture classes, for the tutorial classes, for the practical work. All these things has already mentioned in the choice based credit system. And next is three types. Okay, we can see the three types of features we can see in this credit based system. We can see what are that. That is, one is core subject. We have to find the core subject is compulsory to study. That is, core subject is, if a student is taking BA English literature, then that student has to take the English. That is the core subject for them. Okay, compulsory to study, that is needed. If that person is student is taking history, then no doubt the history is one of their core subject. Okay, one that is a core subject, means the subject which is they have taken for their degree classes. Okay, that is the core subject. And elective is the pool of subjects you have to select. There is a lot of subjects is there. From that you have to select which one you needed. Okay, it is connected with each subject is connected with certain types of sub subject is there. From that you have to select the electives. Okay. That is discipline specific elective. Discipline specific elective means subject to study. So if you take English, you have to study the British history. It is a discipline specific. Discipline specific means you have to related to the subject, you have to take some subjects. And generic elective means unrelated subjects can choose. Generic elective means if it is not if you are taking literature and you can take a subject that is not related. Okay, for example, if you are taking BA English literature and you want to take something related to economics, no problem is there. That is generic elective. Understood? So elective, there is two types is there. Discipline specific means subject oriented elective. Okay, subject oriented elective is there. And generic elective means that is not needed to select a subject that is related to your subject. You can select any subject. There is no need to select a subject that is related to your subject. That is generic elective. So core subject already is there. Then elective means a lot of subjects is there. You can select as your wish. Then dissertation or project is always there. Dissertation, you know what it is. You have to do a work related to your subject to acquire advanced knowledge. Why you are doing is this project work and all, you have to get acquire. When you do a self work, you are earning more knowledge. You try to do something from your side. You search for the topics, you search for how to do a project or dissertation, and you will be develop yourself well. So the dissertation can also be seen in the it is also a part of the elective. So elective contain three parts. One is discipline specific elective, then generic elective, and dissertation or project we can see in the elective side. And the third one is the foundation course. Foundation course is the third one. Okay. I told you three is there. One is core subject, second is elective, and third one is the foundation course. What is foundation course? That we can see that two in foundation course we can see two types is there. For first one is ability enhanced compulsory course. You have to study the that is AECZ is the short form of it. You have to know it. Sometimes they may ask the questions to elaborate it or to short it. We have to understand which what they mean by it. That is ability enhanced compulsory course. That is content lead to knowledge. What is AECZ? Example is EVS and all. That is studying EVS communication courses. All these courses are content lead to knowledge. When you study some content, you are getting some kind of knowledge and you are reaching to your level. That is what ability enhancement compulsory courses. Some kind of ability. English communication. That is you are studying it. Your ability is getting enhanced. Okay. So ability enhanced compulsory courses is also available there in the case of foundation courses. Next is skill enhancement courses. Skill, you know what it is. It is special ability. That is what we call the skill. It can be value based or skill based. It is two type is there. Value based, you know, social values is there, individual values is there. So value based type of skill enhancement courses is also there, and skill based. Skill means, you know, the special ability. The special ability types of courses is also there that you can choose according to your wish. That is also we can see in the choice based credit system. So three types of subject availability we can see in the choice based credit system. One is the core subject, second is elective. In elective, three types is there, and foundation course, two types is there. So you have to keep that in your memory. I think you might have an idea because the degree classes you might have studied by in the grade system. So you might have gone through all these things. Those who don't know must knew about it very well. Next is choice-based credit system, its advantages as well as disadvantages. So whatever system we brought to our education, they might have some kind of advantages and have some kind of disadvantages also. You know that when the mark system brought, there come a lot of it is considered as good. Still, some have shown some kind of disadvantages in it. Later, some kind of development has brought, that is the choice-based credit system, and in this we can see what the advantages of it. First one is student centric. The education always should be centered on student, because the student is the main person who is learning. So his capacity or enhancement is needed in the education. So student centric is always good. So that is one of the best advantages of the choice based credit system. Next is continuous assessment that we have already discussed. Now, what is continuous? I told you the evaluation system start from the degree and it only end after your final year exam. It is always going through, assessment is always going through all the years. It is not stopping anywhere. Then flexibility that I told you earlier itself, we can move from any class, any subjects, or you can move from any colleges. You have a choice for electives. You have choices. Foundation courses, you have the choices. So a lot of flexibility is there. Elective courses is there. That is one of the main focus of this choice-based credit system. Elective courses, I told you there are three type of elective courses is there. You can select one that is related to your subject, one that generic that is not related to your subject, and one project or dissertation. So it is all these things which is making the student more powerful, more what is we can say advanced learner in the case of a degree student or a PG student. So all these things are happening here. Then transfer to other colleges for other semester. That is also I told you in the earlier itself. It is easy for you to move from one college to the another college. There is no trouble for it. Whether you change your subject or whether you can move from one after the first sem, you can move to the other college in the second sem. No problem exists there. Enhance the skill. Skills are already foundation courses. We can see two types. One is connected with the skill based. Okay, so you can enhance your skills. Then better exposure. You are getting a different exposure to the education system. So you are getting a lot of choices. Till the plus two, you are getting less chances. Up to the 10th, you have a clear cut what we have to say, all the subject you have studied, all these things we have to do. But after 10th standard, you are getting a little bit chance for taking the subject. After that degree, you are getting a lot of subjects are available for you, and choices is there, a pool of subjects is there, from that you can take as your wish. So it's a better exposure to different types of different fields is always open to all kinds of students, and all the students are getting an exposure to it. So all these are best, what we have to say is the best advantages of the choice based credit system. Even though a lot of advantages is there are some disadvantages existed in the CBCS system. What are the disadvantages? That core area is weak. Core area means it is giving a pool of subjects for the electives as well as for the foundation courses. So the students may have a chance to deviate from the core area. Core area means the subject which they have taken for their degree. So the core area gets a little bit weak. That is one of the disadvantage of CBCS. Next is number of students differ in different classes. That is also in another problem. First semester they are sitting there, second semester they are moving to some other colleges, or they are moving to some other subjects, might be that happens. So the number of students differ, and the connection with the students will be different for the teacher as well as to the students. Inside class for 5 years, they have to sit from the morning till evening. They are getting the classes, so they have to sit inside the class for 5 years. It might be a monotonous thing for the students is considered. Okay. Next is workload of faculty increases. The faculty teachers have to consider the each student till when they get the student in the first year till the final year is over. They are always in their hands, so they have to find out their growth as well as their weaknesses. They have to diagnose. So workload of the faculty is increasing, and the marks are not awarded, they have to be awarded with a grade. So the faculty's workload is increasing in the case of the credit system. So that is a workload, so that is little bit difficult for the faculty members. No marks, only grade. Oh, so for some certain cases marks can be considered, but in the case of grade system the marks are not awarded. So sometimes they move to some other basic reasons. They might ask for marks, we cannot give it. So it can be a reason for it. So time consuming. Time consuming means I told you already itself, a lot of books they have to cover on. That is first semester they have a lot of books. It is not yearly. Okay, it is even though 1 year they have two sets they have to study. So it is too time consuming for the students as well as for the faculty also. So all these are some of the disadvantages of the choice based credit system. I think you are clear about the choice based credit system. Okay, so you have to keep that in mind. Main thing of the CBCS advantages student centric, and disadvantages you know that it is core areas little bit weak, workload is more, like that small disadvantages you have to keep in mind. So today we have taken a small topic only, that is only the CBCS, that is choice based credit system, its features, its types, and its advantages as well as disadvantages. So choice based credit system is a very easy and simple topic. You must go through it. They may ask some simple questions from this area. When you have a thorough knowledge about it, you can easily answer to such kind of questions. So don't forget to subscribe this channel. Then only you are able to get my uploading videos. I am giving all the topics and subtopics for you. You can see the written materials on your screen. So it's easy for you to keep in memory or to take the notes. So don't forget to do that, and all the best for all of you. Study well. Okay, we can meet in the next class.